Folks, welcome back. I didn't think I'd be making a video like this ever in my YouTube career. Can I call YouTube a career? My YouTube life, but folks, we're making a video talking about Homelands security and the seals on Homeland boxes. I know. I can't believe this is an actual video. Alright, so long story short, since Homelands and Fallen Empires are actually boxes of financial value now, I guess this is something that I wanted to share with you all because this is a very, Homelands and Fallen Empires, the two sets in very specific reasons, are available in multiple seals, and they don't have Wizards logos, and it's very confusing. So obviously, if you've held boxes like this for a while, you don't really have to worry about it being resealed because nobody resealed and did goofy crap to Homelands years ago. But now, if you're buying these boxes in 2021 moving forward, I guess it's something that this video should be a proof of record to actually have on YouTube for the future. So, let's put these all nice and neat here. So let's go over this thing. So first things first, as you can see, booster boxes of Homelands were available in the old school, very, very original circle seal done from the old Unlimited, Revised, Legends, Antiquities, Arabian, 4th edition, Ice Age. What am I missing? I think am I missing it? That's it. And they're also available in a full, I like to call it the cheap seal, the cheap wrapper, which is literally some goofy. So there's not much to say about this. This is kind of the trademark Wizards of the Coast seal. You can see this one's pretty old here, obviously. And you can see a little bit of a rip in the seal in the corner. It's got the right... And again, when you handle a lot of these, the wrapping, the thickness and everything will feel very distinct. You'll actually start to get a good feel for it. Yes, folks, make fun of me. That's pretty much what I was like in high school. And so we're going to go over to this. This is the controversial version right here. Like, for example, this box right here. It's kind of poofy at the top. You kind of got... Look at this. You see what I'm getting at here, folks? It's a little suspect. It's a little sus. This would definitely confuse a lot of people and cause some issues. So, and by the way, if you want to take a little moment, by the way, hold on, let me get this set up here. I want to see if you guys actually notice something here. I don't know how many people are actually going to notice this kind of stuff, but tell me if you guys notice the difference here. Do you see anything? Wait, is this one backwards? Sorry, hang on. That one's backwards. Hang on, it's backwards. Hang on, folks, it's backwards. So if you look at these things, the very original one, the old seals tend to age and get like a faded kind of funky color. This type of seal from this type of era, or I don't know, print run or machine that was used, tend to have a little bit more vibrant color on the outer box. I wanted to lay that out there real quick. Obviously, there's not really much of a difference in anything else. Everything else is actual pretty much the same, but I just want you all to understand that when you get this clear, funky wrapping right here, this one's a tight version, giggity, of the cheap wrapper, and that's fine. This is a clear, kind of cheesy, looks like, I mean, seriously, that looks resealed. Like, if somebody brought me a booster box, seriously, if you walked up to me with a new booster box of anything, and I saw a seal like this, I wouldn't touch it. Seriously, I would not buy it. Now, again, granted, on these older boxes, you can also kind of peek inside the box. Well, I guess, what are we checking? To make sure there's actually Homelands packs, and they didn't... Because the joke back in the day, folks, was when you resealed the boxes, you would replace boxes of actual... I'm sorry. Let me just give you guys a little history lesson here. Back in the day, when you were going to reseal or try to scam someone on a box of, like, Antiquities or something, the reason I'm picking on Antiquities is because they were 8-card booster packs. And are these 8 or 12? I don't remember. These are 60 packs. Okay, it is the same 8 card. I was like, I remember people would replace like Antiquities packs with Homelands packs because the quantity and the weight would be the same. And I'd say, guess, you know, I mean, if you're going to reseal a Homelands box, what do you replace the packs with? Fallen Empires, which is the same value. So it's kind of changed the whole mindset of this. But I just want people to be aware. If you see a wrapping that looks this ridiculous and this stupid and this fake, it's actually not fake. I know it's stupid sounding, it's ridiculous, but that's actually not a fake wrapping. And then if you see the same kind of wrapping that's very tight on here, see how there's not a lot of wiggle room or anything? Actually, you can kind of tell some of the similarities though, actually. you can kind of, the way the line is, the type of machine that use it, these are, you can tell it's the same type of machine. It actually has some similar characteristics. Like if you look at the same type of line on the same type of side, and if you look at this side, same type of line, the same approximate location with the same type of flapping, what they call the little bubbled edges, the sealed edges, the end point there. It's kind of interesting. And then if you look at this, look, on the last side, everybody, what do you notice? It does not have the seam. So actually, if you want to take it a step further, it reinforces that actually these are both the same thing. They're both legitimate. This one just has a lot of wear and stretching, maybe some temperature change that created some different shaping and stretching of the wrapper. A lot of people handled it, which caused it to kind of stretch out over time. I know, that's what she said, giggity, blah, blah, blah. But really, I just want people to understand, at least this video will exist. So if you're looking to buy a box of Homelands, I still prefer this. I still prefer the Circle Seal Original. Those are still kind of the A-class version. But these type of things, they are still legitimate boxes. But yeah, they're kind of shady. And if these boxes for some reason hit $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 in 10, 20 years, I know that's the most stupid thing ever. I still have a hard time even believing these are $1,000. That's just stupid sounding. I wouldn't pay that right now. But again, I don't know. Maybe I'll be wrong, because this is something we don't know. We have no history of what things like this are going to be in a 30, 40, 50-year time frame. The fact that they have reserve list cards, and we don't know how the world's going to evolve and the collectible world's going to change, and the reserve list and the value of cards. I mean, things can easily continue to evolve where, suddenly it is suddenly, more and more valuable and sought after, which is what we've been seeing with Fallen Empires and Homelands. Fallen Empires and Homelands were the poo, the garbage, the crap booster boxes of Magic the Gathering for the longest time. But that's just not how the world is anymore, folks. These things are sought after. Yes, they were overprinted to oblivion, and yes, it took 20, 30 years for the value to go up and actually be sought after, but it did get there. And I think that's a very important lesson for everybody to remember. Step back at the end of the day, no matter how bad the product is, in a long enough time frame, they tend to drift upwards in price. And whether you want to blame that on 3% annual inflation adjustment, or I guess 2021, 10% annual inflation adjustment, or if you want to blame it on actual cards in the box or supply or the game itself and mechanics or new rules or new meta, blah, blah, blah. I don't know what you want to point your finger to, but I want people to think differently. I want people to be able to have more of a critical, deeper thinking when looking at some of these products, because it really shows why most people get it wrong. Because most people don't possess the ability to clear their mind, zoom out, and really think about this stuff. I know it's cheesy and stupid sounding, but that's really all I have to say. That's what it comes down to, folks. So I hope you all learned something today. Just be aware, yes, they have some crappy seals on Fallen Empires and Homelands. That's about it. It doesn't really affect any other Magic sets or the high-end stuff, but for these two particular sets, it's annoying, but it's true. So have a great day.